You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, as always, joined in studio, co-host Randy, the veteran of Valor. Engston, what's up, buddy?
How we doing?
Good show today.
Yeah, this is obviously
check up from the neck up.
I mean, this is a big one for us because we see this being an issue
a lot,
consistently.
A couple housekeeping notes. You can go ahead and pick up the book, Built to Grow, over at timlyonsbook.com. That's timlyons.com. And excited about the event coming up here in October 18th and 19th here in Scottsdale. Top-level gym owners, if you're making $400K or more, go check out the event page that we created. It's pfmarketingsolutions.com/event. You can check out details on that. We're filling up pretty quick. I signed all the agreements last week, and it's looking fun. It's going to be a good event.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the list of names that are coming, it's a great group of gym owners. I mean, this is...
We'll tell people that are listening more about like what to expect.
Well, I mean, like as we kind of discussed a little bit in the previous episodes, this is going to be the opportunity for some elite gym owners, like you said, 400,000 or more per facility, per location, to get everybody in a room. There's going to be some education. We're going to do some breakouts. We're going to do there will be education-based, teachings and so forth. But it's really going to be the opportunity for us to get the networking to take place. We want to lock arms with, in our opinion, some of the most elite gym owners in the personal training game across the country and globally now. We've got some international travelers
coming in. Yeah, that's very cool.
So it'll be a great opportunity to not only develop some new relationships, but bounce around those ideas. Obviously, as we've talked about, the mastermind, the benefit of having a mastermind group. This is kind of an event that will provide that same type of benefit, along with the education platform that we are going to bring to the table.
And really the focus here is that there is nothing like this out there that services the higher level of gym owners. And if you're on the cusp, come anyway. Check it out. If you're not quite at 400, if you're like 350 and the next year you're going to be 420 or whatever, that's fine. Get in the room. Let's hang out. Let's have a couple drinks and chat and see where it goes.
Yeah. I mean, the value of the information just in the minds of the individuals in the group it's invaluable. And so having that culmination of energy and being able to bounce those ideas off each other and really it's going to be a place where the industry elevates from that single event.
Now we're talking. That's the goal. So check it out, pfmarketingsolutions.com/event. If you're interested in that, you'll find out some more details. I'd love to have you out. So that being said, great episode today. We're talking about the mindset of what happens to when a gym seems to be struggling a little bit financially, and the first thing that gets cut out of the market or the budget is the marketing.
Yes.
And how to really think about, is that really the right thing to do?
Absolutely. I mean, is you're trying to feed your right hand. Why are you cutting off the left? That
tough.
Marketing is not an expense, and that's really the purpose behind today's episode.
Yeah, today. And
so it shouldn't be an expense.
Shouldn't be an expense. So the reason we say marketing shouldn't be considered an expense is it's literally one of the only things you can do in your business where you put $1 in, and if it's done right, you can get $2, $3, $5, $10 out of the machine.
Correct.
And when we talk about return on investment, we're always looking at the lifetime value of the client. And a lot of times gym owners won't look past that first sale, that first month, that 30-day mark. And, hey, I spent $5,000 or $2,000 and I made $1,200 back. It's a loss, even though it's worth $60,000 over the long term. We just need to refocus that. We need to refocus the mind. So when you're slowing down, if something happens, we had a client that just lost 30 plus clients in a 30-day period because of a layoff in the area where he was getting a lot of his clients from. So there's a company down the street, maybe a couple miles, that had a big layoff, and they had a bunch of people from that company training at his gym.
Yeah.
And overnight he was getting cancellations. He couldn't figure it out. He comes to find out that they had a huge call it reduction in force, and he lost a bunch of people. So now he's scrambling, and I feel for him. He's a good friend, and now he's like, I got to cut expenses, I got to cut marketing out, I got to cut Facebook ads and ClickFunnels out, and these automation softwares. I'm just cutting all this stuff out when I think it should be the opposite.
Absolutely.
And here's the reason: when you do that, unless you're going to go ahead and get grassroots and go like
pound pavement,
knock on doors and not spend money to get clients, you're really not going to get any clients now, because that was your source of revenue, was coming in through those marketing channels, and now that's gone. What do you really do?
Yeah, the only way to get back in, let's say break even, right? Let's say you're down 30, now you got to get to zero again, is more blood, new members.
Yes.
And it's really hard. It's really hard to make up the gap in lost wages or lost revenue when it comes to the current clients, right? He can't turn to his current clients and all of a sudden make up the difference in dollars that are not coming into the business. So you're going to have to focus on some new blood.
Yeah.
Marketing is the only way,
Yeah.
unless you're going to be able to go, into hustle. But like you said, it shouldn't be that way. There should be other areas of your business that kind of diminish first, and because you have to continually feed the beast.
Yeah, got to feed the beast. And that's the tough part. It's a mindset
It is.
thing, and it's really hard because I understand this. You just lost 30 clients. You don't have the money coming in to spend on marketing. Well, how do I make the money? How do I create that money to then turn it into marketing? So there's a couple things, and I'll give you some things that you can do right now. Number one, maybe you do a paid in full offer for the first 10 clients that want to pay for a year in advance. You end up burning another 10 clients, but now you have, let's just say each client's worth $3,600. You got $36,000 to spend on bringing in new blood through marketing. That's one easy way. A combination of maybe cutting some other expenses out. Let's think about what are the common expenses in the gym. Obviously, you have salary and payroll. Do you want to lay somebody off? Maybe
It depends on your business.
You might end up laying somebody off and getting back in the trenches and taking that shift over.
It might be one of those times of business where you look at your P&Ls, look at where the business is. Are you overstaffed? Is this just the opportunity for you to look at that opportunity?
Well, great reference. If you go back a couple podcasts, we had Zach Columbia, who's the Pulse Fitness director, and we talked about capacity, and we were and had to come up with the fact that you might be overstaffed, which we found we were, and we cut some session times out and moved some schedules around. We're great now. Best July in 10 years, total like net revenue.
That's awesome.
Net profit. Best ever. And because in this area, people leave, they're gone. It's 115 degrees. I'm out of town. We were at our max. We were down 62 training clients that were on freeze. Now it's almost like our friend that I'm just talking about that lost 30 clients, but I lost 62. Now, granted, they're all coming back this month, next month, and the following month. It's great, but I had to figure out.
Yeah.
So what we did was we looked at our capacity. We looked to see if we were overstaffed. I looked at the P&Ls. We ran a couple of promos and some things to generate some revenue. The banner's still paying off.
I talked about it earlier.
The banner's still paying off. Guys, if you haven't done the banner, just do the banner. What episode was that in?
I don't. Well, I'll have to think about that one. I'll put it back. That was
whatever.
Go back through them. The banner ad. What Tim's referencing, if you haven't heard, we threw up a banner here in Scottsdale. They allow us 30 days to hang a banner on the side of the building. $350, unlimited training, phone number.
That's it.
It's been down for 6 weeks at least.
Yes.
And clients are still, prospects or people in passing are still walking in the facility referencing the banner that hasn't even been hung up for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Can I get that deal, please?
Yeah. Is it still going? Can I still get in on that?
And here's the secret. Don't tell anybody, but that's our regular price. That's our regular price. We didn't even discount it.
It's the sweet spot. It's that irresistible middle, where you guys are in a great place. The client's obviously happy because it's an extremely affordable, valuable offer. It's a win for everybody.
Yes.
And so it makes that transition easy.
Yeah.
And that's why they're walking through the door asking about it.
Boom. And guess what happens January 1st?
Yeah, the banner goes up.
Banner goes up. I already got the lift rented and on standby to get dropped off. So those are some things you can do. You can do referral campaigns. You can do so if you guys are doing the rewards program that's inside of our GPS. It's called it's the Ultimate Rewards Program. So we put that in there, and I was just talking to you on my way home last night about this exact thing. We've gotten more referrals in the last 90 days than we did all last year. Why is that? Why did that happen out of nowhere? Well, it's 100% because of our rewards program. We reward clients using points to refer clients to us. And that shirt you're wearing, if you're on the YouTube channel, that's one of our level shirts that Randy's wearing. It's the bronze level, and everybody gets a level shirt. At each level, there's 6 levels, and it's clients will die for the points. They want the points.
I mentioned it earlier. Jim Rohn said it years ago, and it's a business reference, entrepreneurial reference, but people will work for a living, but they will die for recognition.
Yeah.
And it's so true. We mentioned the same thing. Like in corporate America, they did a study recently. People would rather have a free pizza Friday paid for by their corporation than a pay raise.
Because they feel appreciated.
Because it's a way of showing that the company cares about you. Remember the gold watches. Remember the it's conditioning. This is the things that people work for. And I know that there was pushback on some of the other people that didn't think that we could incentivize routine. Make the same activities or actions
a system.
Exactly. Systematize it.
Yeah. So putting this in January. And I'll give you a quick story before I get into this. I know how bad our clients want recognition by this single story right here. We launched our rewards program in January. Well, we had a client that gave us a referral that signed up just before the end of the year. So the rewards program wasn't launched yet. And our old reward was, we're going to give you a free month. Whatever plan you're on, for her, it was over $400 a month. We would give her a free month for January. She wouldn't pay anything as a thank you for referring a client. Well, the rewards program got launched, and the levels are out there and the status of how to earn this. This particular client came to us and said, hey, listen, I would rather have the 500 points than
a free month.
So you're telling me to bill you almost $450, whatever it was, $459, in exchange for the 500 points. Yes, you can have that. No problem.
All day long.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that for you. Don't tell anybody I'm doing this for you. But so she wanted us to bill her and get the points in for whatever. In
lieu of the money.
So nuts.
But it speaks to the the mentality of the individuals that are here and working towards it's progress, it's results, it's it's something that they're chipping away at, and so it's the same reason we play video games and you level up. The same reason life has
gamification.
It is.
It's so the rewards program, and I know we're getting a little off topic when we're talking to marketing, but we're talking about getting referrals, and that's where this is coming from. They get 500 points, and it's a status, and so you can't buy status in this gym. You can't buy that shirt that you're wearing. You have to earn the shirt, and so when you're earning the shirt, they feel proud of it. And
it's clout.
It's clout, and we made a big deal about it here, and people are loving it, and it's great. Here's the thing I will tell you. There's not one person on that rewards program since January that's canceled their membership here. Yes, we've had cancellations, but those cancellations were not involved in our rewards program. That's pretty much loud and clear, Tim. Your rewards program is doing the job, because the job of the rewards program was to increase retention.
Beautiful.
And so, therefore, I can absolutely look and see that the people on the board are not canceling. It is doing the job.
That's the name of the game.
If you want that exact program, I've got that for you in the GPS. It's a bonus. We give it to you as part of the GPS. ProfitGPS.net. You can buy into the GPS, and that comes with it. You'll get the entire scoop on how to do it, set the boards up, the points, how all the systems work, and it's crazy. People that are doing it, there's a lot of our clients doing it, and they're loving it.
I mean, I walked in, for those of you who don't know, this podcast studio is in Tim's facility. Just today, I walk in, I think I counted 3 or 4 shirts.
Yeah,
so the people, they wear the shirts because it's like you said, it's a status symbol. It's a recognition. They're getting notoriety based on the work that they've put in, and you can't buy it.
You cannot buy it.
So
that's another way. So referrals, And we're going to give an extra bonus in September to just kind of get even more referrals. And I'll let you know how that goes here in a following episode. But here's a scoop. Do not cut out marketing. Here's the thing about marketing. Marketing is like a train on a track. When it gets moving and you keep feeding it coal and we're driving this train down the track, the marketing builds momentum and increases and increases and increases. And the speed of your marketing, it starts getting spread. As soon as you cut the engine or cut the steam and you're not, that train comes to a halt, those are clients, right?
So
those
hard
clients.
to start again.
To get that train back up to speed, it takes months. It takes months of continuous effort. So do not take your foot off the gas when it comes to marketing, even in slow times, because that is your number one investment to generate more revenue over time.
I posted a question. We run the marketing talk for Fit Pros on Facebook.
Yes.
It's a place, again, like this podcast where we're going to give away value. So if you're not part of that group on Facebook, look it up. We'll get you in there. But I posted a poll yesterday, and I asked how many people are ready for January.
Yeah, I saw that.
How many people have a game plan? I mean, it's now middle of August?
Mm-hmm.
How many people have a game plan for how they're going to address the resolution crowd? If you don't, guess what?
Now's the time.
Right now is the time. If you look at your facility and you look at the amount of people walking through the door, more often than not, that is a product of the work that you've done over the last 3 and 6 months.
Yes, 100%.
And so to speak to the same momentum, if your gym is really slow, guys, it's going to continue if you haven't done something to change that. And right now we're gearing up. These are the bread and butter months for personal training coming up. If you don't have a game plan for action, you will be passed up by everybody else who is taking action. So just word of the wise, like put something in play, because that momentum, I always attribute it to a well. Same thing as a train, right? Like the second you take your hand off, once you're pumping an old school well, it's really hard to get that water pouring for the first time.
Yep.
Once you
pump
stop,
really hard.
Yeah. It's a lot of effort, but once it's flowing, it takes one finger, right? Just continue the momentum, and it'll continue to produce. Marketing is absolutely the same way. I don't know how many more things that you want to touch on as far as areas that we can generate revenue, but let's not overlook the fact that you guys can put a credit card on your Facebook and at least extend yourself a little bit. One thing that we're continually, and I don't know what it is the industry, the business, the way that people are running these businesses, there is a fear around debt in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
I've taken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls, and the willingness to have a credit card, a business SBA loan, whatever it takes to get your business to the next level, there is this huge stigma around that. And so I want to help, like every time I'm on that call, I have to gauge the willingness of the individual and how bad they want to grow. If you're in a hole, or if you're let's say something happens and you're stuck, those things are typically available to at least get you moving forward.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's tough.
It's interesting. When you open a business, it's a complete risk.
Always.
And to not continue to risk after you've got the business open is very interesting. So, yeah, there's been times over the years I've had to come out of pocket and I've had to get another loan, or I'd had to come, get a card and pay it off. Sure, it happened. Hell yeah, it's happened. It's happened in both businesses. It's just part of the deal. But I'm willing to do it because I believe in the product and I believe in what I can do and the team can do. It's like, well, yeah, the cash flow and profit don't line up. So anybody that's been in business past a year now, you're looking at your P&Ls and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of profit on this piece of paper, but where's the cash? Where's the cash? So cash and profit don't always line up. And a lot of times that's because if you took out a loan and you're paying back the loan, that cash goes to the loan.
Right out,
it is
sure.
profit, but you're paying back on the loan because you received that money prior. So there's a couple things that you just need to be aware of, that sometimes you need cash.
Yeah.
And cash, being liquid is one thing. But to stop your marketing, that's just a bad decision when it comes to trying to continue to grow, period.
The only thing that's going to get your business to grow is new blood. I mean, the easiest thing, I think, let's say the most effective way. You can only squeeze a turnip so much, right, and get the juices. So you can't go back to your current members and continue to ascend them up the value ladder. You can only do that so much without putting new people in the door. And marketing is truly the greatest way of putting new people in the door.
So let's talk about this kind of trend that's happening right now of gym owners doing a marketing program, getting burned, and not wanting to do anything else because they've been burned and they're jaded. And this is happening. We get calls all the time. And it's very interesting that we have a great call, and the hesitation is, I don't want to get burned. I've been burned 3 times before, 50 grand, 30 grand, 10 grand. I have nothing to show for it. Good questions that are coming up are like, how do you know if the marketing company you're working with is going to not burn you? I don't know the answer to that. I would say just check references.
Vet your reference, or vet the references.
How many times have we provided references for?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
This week I think I partnered off probably 3 or 4
calls,
different calls with current clients or past clients, and depending upon the service that individuals are looking for. Our clients obviously typically are more than happy to jump on a call and chat and share their experience. But to me, that's kind of an expectation in business, right? Like, you don't really just go sign up with somebody to spend good money if you haven't seen a resume, if you don't know who they're working with, if you have no understanding of really the value that they bring to the table or have brought to the table for others.
Yeah.
In this industry, let's say the digital marketing side, the lead generation side, we are at a time where the barrier for entry is almost non-existent.
For new agencies.
New agencies, Facebook marketing gurus. We go through it all the time. We're hit with the same ads you guys are getting hit with, probably even more because we play both sides, the fitness and the digital marketing side as well. And unfortunately, the threshold, I would say, has come down. The service, the level of service has diminished across the average. Now, there are always outliers. I can tell you that we care more about your gym memberships than we care about how many leads you're putting through your door.
Yeah.
We are here for the intention of growing your business, not just giving you a list of leads. And
I would even jump on top of that. I'm talking about personal training memberships, not basic memberships, because that's the hardest thing to do. That's all we've ever done.
I would just have this conversation on the call this morning. We're 4 years now as far as ProFit?
Yep, 2015.
Yeah.
Just over 4, like 4.5 now.
We have never once ever ran an ad campaign or a lead generation campaign, any sort of marketing campaign for ourselves or, obviously for ourselves, but for other
clients,
facilities for the purpose of general gym memberships. Not one.
No, I know we
Not
haven't.
a single one.
All of our clients are geared towards getting personal training
memberships.
Yes.
And then the reference I used earlier is almost like a downsell or like a cancellation prize. Consolation prize.
Consolation.
If we provide you a lead for a personal training membership and that person signs up with a general gym membership,
cool.
It's great, but that's not the purpose or the intention behind the campaign.
Yeah. So we're running, right, so we work with a lot of franchises, and one of them is very well known to have basic and personal training. And we're sending them personal training clients all day, every day, leads, and actually appointments.
Yeah.
They're coming in with appointments and actual purchases happening online. And they'll do 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 personal training memberships, and then one person won't do a personal training, but they'll also jump on our gym membership, which is just as fine for them. For us, it's all about the highest type of client we can get for you, and that's typically the personal training client. And that's what we're doing. So, there's a lot of junk out there. I don't know what else to tell you. Just be smart. Vet these guys. Are they in the business? How long have they been doing this for?
But to really touch on your point, and to drive that point home.
Okay.
Don't let your it's like a relationship, guys. You don't enter a new relationship with all of the baggage and the turmoil. I mean, a lot of people do, but you really should try and work through those issues or what you've experienced in the past, and understand the person or the business or the agency you're about to work with isn't that necessarily. So every one of those opportunities is a fresh start. You may have been burned in the past, but don't let that paralyze you from taking some action moving forward.
Right.
And that really is what we've experienced. It's not only with us, but we've seen gym owners and even friends that have been burned, and they just refuse to work or really try something new because of the things that have happened in the past.
Yeah.
So cut ties, move forward, but take action, especially
Yes.
when you need new blood. It's not going to happen. People are not just going to all of a sudden hear about you and come running through your door.
We wish.
We'd all be.
Here's what I wish would happen. This is my ultimate wish. If I pray on this, this is hopefully what would happen. I want that person sitting on the couch today to look at themselves in the mirror, stand up, make a decision for themselves, get in the car, drive over to your gym, whoever's listening, and tell you they need help and sign up for personal training membership without a gimmick, without a 6-week challenge, without anything for free. I want, wouldn't that be amazing if that happened every single day to you? We wouldn't have to run these things that would drive these people to take interest and finally do it for themselves. I would love for them to do it themselves, but that's just not reality.
It's not to the masses, but to speak to that too, there are ways of providing education, creating the relationship, building the like, trust, respect factor, so that when that person is sitting on their couch shoving potato chips down their throat and that aha, oh my God moment hits them, you're the place that they're going to go.
That's a very, very good point.
And if you're not working to be that resident expert in your area, to elevate yourself away from your competition, provide more value to your marketplace, give it away, give the content away, provide as much value to that marketplace as possible, so that that person, when it's right for them to take action, you're the solution to that problem.
Bingo.
So it happens, but it just doesn't happen in the masses. It's going to be the few.
Yes.
But if you aren't doing those things, guys, they're walking into somebody else's gym.
Yeah. Yeah. Great point. And the way you do that, since this is where we're
Let's
going,
go. Yeah.
we got to talk about content. You got to give and deliver content. We've talked about on this podcast several times. It's what we call our content to client play. It's our marketing strategy. But basically, it's giving out value using video and using video on purpose, because video is number one digested content on social, in the market. Also using captions for people on silent. But you're retargeting the people that are watching those videos, and you can do that very easily using social media, custom audiences, video view engagement, and then retargeting those people with offers and being in front of them at all times. Showing if somebody's watching video 1, guess who's seeing video 2? That same person in video 3. You're going to keep targeting these same people with the same new videos, but after they've become like interested by raising their hands virtually and watching your stuff, guess what? Here comes your offers. Just in time for when they have that aha moment on the couch. Guess who they're thinking of is you, your gym. So do it. And if you guys need help with that, this is something that we love to do. We love helping you guys create videos. We have a whole strategy around this thing, and it's awesome and it works great. We're doing it for so many clients right now. We do it for ourselves. We do it for our gym. We do it for, like I said.
You guys have probably seen some of these. Just the way that we market ourselves.
Yes.
You know, if you're in the ProFit ecosystem, you've seen the way that some of this process works. If you're continually seeing our stuff,
guess what?
We could do that for you too. That's the whole premise. It's positioning the information in front of the users who are likely to take action.
I feel the content to client play, the marketing strategy, is the number one differentiator in the marketplace right now, that you can kill and beat the hell out of your competition because they're not doing
Nobody's doing it.
It's too hard for them to do. It's too hard to just go out and do something like this. That's why you would actually need help from us to do it. But when you do it, you will destroy anybody that's in competition with you.
Yep.
Because they just can't catch up.
I'm pretty sure every client who's come on board with that has continued, and they haven't stopped.
No, they just keep going
because
it's awesome.
It's continually, It's not like It's not like a run it once and just call it a day. This is a strategy that you can build into your business
for the year,
for forever. I mean, essentially, you're providing value to the marketplace. It's the other half of the coin. You can't go to your bank and say, "Hey, I need a withdrawal every single day," and expect that to never stop. I mean, we can't, but you have to make the deposits. That's where the content comes into play.
Yes.
If you want to tap out your marketplace, if you want to pull from your marketplace and find people, find value, get people paying you money, you have to be depositing there. And the content and the value you put into the marketplace is going to provide that. That's literally that's going to tell you how much you can pull from.
Yes.
Is by how much value you're putting out there.
So do it. And don't be scared to do it, because that's a big thing too. Is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. get on a call with us. Let's just cut to the chase. Get on the dang call with us. Let's figure this thing out for you. pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. You jump on a call with Randy, myself, whoever. We'll get you straightened out. We'll get this content play working for you, and so that way you can destroy your competition and have those people that are on the couch thinking of you first. All right? So take that to the bank. Don't stop your marketing, even in slow times. If you're interested in the event, pfmarketingsolutions.com/event, and then also you've got the book, timlyonsbook.com. Guys, until next time, don't stop your marketing, but keep changing lives. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Take care.